Happy Sunday. Welcome to the porch. I think I'm looking at the camera. Yes, I am. And the only time cars rev their engines is when the sons of bitches are going by my house when I'm here now. No traffic for the last 10 minutes. Now everybody's here. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying your coffee wherever you are. The sun has just passed the yard arm, and I'm sitting here on the porch. The girls are playing high tea in the front room. The boy is asleep, and Catherine has a student. But I wanted to talk about, and I'm about to talk about, more loud cars, football and the expectation of cashing in the big pro game. I've been a teacher for 23 years, and I've seen a lot of young men play football with the hope of getting money for college. My numbers on that are, my numbers on that are the numbers on that. You can Google it yourself. You have a 6% chance, just shy of a 6% chance, of being a high school football player, of which there's about 1 million or so. There used to be as many as 1.1, 1.2 million. We're dropping down to just under 1 million boys playing high school football in the United States now. And out of that million, between 5 and 6% will get a shot at getting money to play NCAA football or just playing NCAA football. So many of them will play, but they'll still pay tuition, or they'll get maybe a little bit of money. A lot of them will play as a walk-on for a year or 2 years, and then they'll get some money. But scholarships for college football are pretty tough to come by. But that's about 1 in 17 that get to play. Now, you take all of those who play, and you take about 1% of that gets to play in the pro game. And actually, that's what get drafted to play in the pro game. They don't actually play. So if you go all the way back to the mathematics of the 1 million high school boys playing football, don't count the 2,000 girls who are, because none of them have made the pros yet. That may change, but anyway, those 1 million high school boys playing football as seniors, looking to college and later maybe to the pros, have a 0.01%, I should say 0.09, almost a 0.1% chance of being drafted in the pros. And well over half of those don't play more than a year, maybe 2, part-time some of the time. In any given year, there's about 1,300 paid professional NFL football players right now. 32 teams, about 1,300 players. That seems like a pretty good amount of people being employed. Now let me tell you, of all of those, 37 football players in the history of the NFL, of which there have been, about every 10 years, about 3,000 guys play professional football, about 3,000 give or take. So there's been 100 years. So let's just take the modern age. I'm 54. Let's just take 5 decades, 5 times 3,000. So that's 15,000 men. Let's just round it up. 20,000 men have played professional football since I was born. Of those, 37 of them have made $100 million or more. Now, I'm no mathematician, but if 37 make 100 million, a lot of them make 40 million, or 32 million, or 5 million, or 6 million. But for the cash out, for the money that you spend to go to college and maybe not get college money to play football, the outlay of 100,000, 200,000, the dropout rate, the injury factor. I mean, there's so many things. Year in, year out, these fine young men that I teach want to play pro football. They certainly want to play college football. And some of them do get the chance. And there's 5 or 6 that have been in the pros that I've been blessed and honored to have taught. A couple of them have been starters. And that's a real wonderful thing to see. And I love the game of football. Not crazy about the pro game, but it is what it is. There's such a minuscule chance. I can't even sit here and do the quick math. 37 $100 million men out of, 15,000 in the last 50 years. Now, of course, Roger Staubach made good money for Roger Staubach's time. Sorry about that. I just put the thumb in the camera. And I'm sure Roger Staubach, by today's standards, would be a $100 million man. He just didn't make that kind of money. Anyway, look, you guys are big boys and girls. You can do the math. You got a much better shot at studying your ass off and getting an academic scholarship. There's about 5 times more money out there for academic scholarships than there are for athletic scholarships, as far as the percentage of getting it. And something like 10% of the academic scholarships out there that are available to high school seniors, male and female, never get claimed because people don't realize the money's out there to be given away by everything as big as the United Way or the University of fill in the blank, but all the way down to your local Kiwanis club or Rotary club. They put $100 a semester out there as a book scholarship, or $1,000 towards housing for a 4-year scholarship per month, whatever it is. They put all kinds of things out there. And so many people trying to kick and pass and catch footballs and baseballs and hit tennis balls to get college money. And not just thinking that if you pay a little more attention in algebra, history, or English, you might get the same percentage of your college paid for, as if you just didn't have to worry about competing against another million guys doing the same thing you are for a smaller pool of acceptance. So anyway, that's my topic. I hope you enjoyed that little rant. One side rant, I mentioned Roger Staubach. Many of you wouldn't know this, and I'm sure that there's others besides these two. But in this day and age of social media and the popularity of some people on it and the unpopularity of others with a strong personal opinion that clashes with the social justice warrior Illuminati, one of my favorite athletes of the last decade or so is a fellow that many hate, especially Broncos fans. His name is Philip Rivers. If I can count, and sometimes as an English teacher I can't, he either has 8 or 9 children now. He's Roman Catholic, highly conservative, supports male-female traditional marriage because he's Roman Catholic, and supports the right of the unborn to be born. He supports Operation Rescue and a number of other pro-life organizations and others that support traditional marriage and oppose gay marriage. He's also a loudmouth, kind of like our current president. And he is hated by many Broncos fans because they see him as a whiner because they play the Chargers twice a year. Philip Rivers will probably never hoist a Super Bowl trophy of his own, maybe somebody else's, but not his. And that's neither here nor there. He's 8th on the all-time list of earners in pro football. He's worth about $218 million. So I'm very happy that he and Roger Staubach, a Catholic, pro-life, staunchly pro-life Catholic. Oh, by the way, so is Brett Favre. So all you Packers fans who are pro-choice, just so you know, that guy who you love seeing gunsling up there supports pro-life organizations and opposes Planned Parenthood. But bravo to you for that. If you can wear your cheese on your head and swallow that particularly binding reality. I just love that in this age of petulant athletes who apologize for everything, there's the ever unpopular and excoriated on social media Philip Rivers doing what Staubach did years before him, being proudly Catholic and unapologetically so. I hope he makes another $218 million before it's all done. He deserves every penny. And I hope he gets that trophy, but he probably never will. And I'm sure he'll be all right. So you guys have a wonderful day, wherever you are on this beautiful SoCal sunny Sunday, and wherever your porch is, and however much rain, snow, or sleet you got. I'll see you next time we're on the porch. Have a wonderful day. Hasta la bye bye.